Hello and welcome to this week's Wednesday Waffle. So what's in the news this week? Well, at the weekend we were away on a donder and we went to meet Colin at Tomnaberry Stones, and you'll be able to see the video of that in a week or so, maybe it's a bit longer. The new antenna, vertical, sort of worked. It had the problems I knew it was going to have, but I didn't want to use the fixes, so I'm going to have to, and that's using rubber coated Jubilee clips to stop it collapsing, the pole that is collapsing. But I'm just going to have to, or take my own tree with me. I'm going to make some changes, only a slight one. There'll be no video of the week at the end of this video. Why? Because I've moved that feature, if you can call it that, to the community tab on the channel. Instead of waiting until a week has gone by, sometimes a bit more if we're away, as soon as I see a video that I want to share with you, it's going to be up on that community tab. So keep an eye out on there and see what videos you can pick up if you get some ideas for a channel you don't yet watch but might be interested in. I've had a request for putting more details about locations in my videos. Well, I got slated for doing that some time back, and full details are on the Facebook group, including a link to Google Maps. But I may well, in the future, probably with the start of Tomnaberry, if I remember, put an overall map of the area in place. If you want more details on the park up, they are precise details with each diary entry on the Facebook group. And that brings us to how we select our donder spots. Well, it depends. We have a few rules. They're not really rules. For a one-nighter, if we're just going away for the one night, we try to keep it within a 40-mile radius of home. For a weekend, we try to stay within a 60-mile radius of home. For longer trips, the gloves are off. We go pretty much where we want to go. We do this mainly because there's still other things got to happen at a weekend when we're away, the weekly shop, etc, etc. So there's those few rules, and as we go through, we'll see we have some other little things that crop up. So we get ideas for places mainly off the web, or places we want to go, and then it's a matter of searching around on Google Maps and Street View to see if there are any suitable park-ups nearby. More often than not, we can find something, and I select those on Street View and Google Maps, Google Earth, just by looking, checking the dates of the maps, and having a prowl around in Street View and moving about, just to make sure that the area is suitable. What's suitable can vary from person to person. Now, for suitable for us, it normally means it's away from people, it's quiet, and there's a view from the van. You don't have to walk to get a view, so that if it's not particularly nice weather, we can stare at the view out the window. So that's basically it. But if you're going somewhere new, what we do is we have backups. So if I'm looking at an area that we've not been before, I'll have 2 or 3 backups. Now that's the main view, the main way of doing it. As Lindsay constantly says, Google Maps is my friend. There are other ways. We use a Nicholson Scotch map driving atlas, and that gives us ideas. That is used mainly when we're on a trip, on a longer Donda, for coming up with some places, because Google Maps, Street View, etc. I don't think work quite so well on a tablet. Just a personal view. So, you've arrived at your park up. You've only seen it through Street View, and when you get there, you're not so sure. Well, that's where you come to another of our rules, and that is, go with your gut feelings. If either of us isn't comfortable where we are, we move. And there's been probably half a dozen spots which we've taken off our personal list because one or the other doesn't like them. Might be nothing wrong with the place, but if you're not happy sitting there for one night, 2 nights, then why stay? Why stay? And another thing that is a rule, we womble. And what do I mean by that? We do a litter pick in the park up, and we leave it cleaner every time than when we first get there. That has meant in the past at 1-2 park ups where we've done a womble and got up the next morning and had to do another one. Why? Local kids coming overnight, doing whatever they do in a car park these days overnight, draw your own conclusions, and leaving the evidence, shall we say, and normally in the form of McDonald's wrappers, chip wrappers, etc, etc. Anyway, that's not what this is about. Excuse me. That's not what this is about. It's about how we select our spots. And to summarise, Google Maps, or ideas from other people. But I do spend a great deal of time on Google Maps. Lindsay will tell you that. Okay, I've already explained that there's no video of the week this week and where that will be. So thank you for watching this far, and we'll see you on Friday for more from our first longer Donda of the year, and next week for a complete new section of our longer Donda. Bye for now.